everyone, this is Aurora and from Crafts by Aurora, and today I'm going to be making a tutorial. This is going to be my very first one ever, so let's see how I do. I'm going to be making a tutorial on this skull right here. I don't know if you can see it. This is a flat back skull because it's going on, and it's pretty big because it's going on a bow, on a hair bow. So, yeah, I'm going to be making it smaller, and I'm gonna be making two because I'm gonna be making it into earrings. So let's get started. The materials you're going to need is some white clay, some pink clay or whatever color of clay you want for the bow. You're going to be needing a knife or a blade. You're going to be needing an eye pin if you want to make it into a charm. Since I'm making it into earrings, I have these flat back earrings to glue them on. I have some E6000 glue to glue it with. And you're going to need a couple of tools. You could either use the end of a paintbrush. You can either use a dotting tool. You could use this end of this tool, which just looks like that, and you're also going to need this side of this tool. Okay, so let's get started. I already have first you want to get some white clay, and I already have my two little balls set here because I am making two, and I am going to make them a little smaller, way smaller than this. I'm just going to put this aside. So I already have my little balls round out. You want to make them into little balls, and make sure if you're making earrings to try and make them as, you know, even as possible, so you won't have one earring bigger than the other or smaller, vice versa. So I have a little trick that I like to do. To clean my white clay, because we all know how hard it is to keep our white clay, you know, without dust and all that stuff. So the thing that I do, I don't know if this is a little trick or if you guys know about it, but I like to get, you know, just some simple, these are fragrance-free wipes that I bought from Walmart. And so I just get a wipe, and I grab my ball of clay, and I like to just clean it. Now you would think that because it's a wipe and you're putting it against white clay that it's gonna get more dusty or more fuzzy or whatever, but to my surprise, one day I was getting so frustrated that my white clay was looking horrible because of all the dust, and I couldn't get it, you know, to look right, and it just looked horrible that I grabbed a wipey and I just started cleaning it, and it actually worked. It's nothing hard that you want to do. You just, you know, wipe it gently and it comes off. It might not all of it come off, but a good amount comes off, and it looks way better than before. So when you have both of your balls that are already clean, so now what you want to do is grab one ball of clay, and you're going to roll the end of it. You're going to roll the end of it. So it's going to look like this little snow cone type shape. And you want to do that to the same. You want to do that to the other one as well. So now when you have two little cone shapes, you want to try and make them as similar as possible in size. Now that you have two, you just press it down. Press both of them down. And you can kind of just shape it a little bit so it can get that this little, you know, rounded shape, or, you know, bigger at the round at the top and, you know, a little thinner at the bottom. So what I do, I just pinch the sides a little bit and then flatten again. And then I just push this up a little bit. You kind of have to play with it to get the shape that you want. And just pinch the sides and then flatten again. Push this up. Now I think I have I think my two little skull heads look even. So what I'm just gonna do again is take my wipey and just rub it again, because you're always getting dust in it, and you don't want to have dust in it because then it's gonna look ugly. You want your clay to look as clean as possible, especially your white clay. And I know it's so hard, it's extremely hard, but I hope this is a trick that you guys, you see. I don't know if you could tell, but it looks way cleaner. So now what you're gonna do is you're gonna take the end of your paintbrush and make 2 holes, 2 indents, just indents. You don't want to press all the way to the bottom where it comes out of your clay. So you're just going to make 2 little indents for the eyes. And then 2 on the other side. On the other one. And you can kind of, do it over so it'll get the right shape. And what I like to do is just go in with the little dotting tool and, just circle it a little bit so I can make them a little bit more deeper. I'm sorry. This is my first tutorial, so please bear with me. I'm trying. Just gonna grab my dotting tool again. Okay, so now that you have your 2 little eye indents, as you can see, now you're gonna grab another dotting tool, or a toothpick. I'm sorry, you do need another one. Like this, the size is fine. And you're going to make 2 little circles in the middle, another 2 indents for the nostrils of the skull, just like that. I don't know if you can see, I'm trying. Okay, after that you're going to grab this end of this tool, or you can use your blade or a knife, and you're just going to make 3 little indents at the bottom of the skull, which is supposed to be the mouth. And you want to do the same to the other one, and it's going to look like that. And see, we're almost done. Now what you want to do, if you want to make it, you can leave it like that now, and you can just add your eye pin and bake it according to your baking instructions on your packages. But I'm going to make some bows to make them a little bit more girly and cute. So I just take some pink clay, and I'm just going to use a wipey to clean my hands. And you're going to take some pink clay and condition it as well. This is a big amount, so I'm going to use my blade, and I'm just going to cut this in half and put 1/2 away, cut that in halves again, and then make these 2 into little balls, just like that, and then cut these in half as well. And then I think that this size is still too big, so what I'm going to do is cut this in halves again. Like I said, you just have to play around with the amount of clay that you want and the size of the bow that you want. This is my first tutorial, so I'm not professional, or I don't know exactly the certain amounts, but I think these little tiny balls are a little bit big, so I'm just going, yeah, they might be a little big, so I'm going to cut them in half again. I'm sorry, I don't exactly know the certain amounts, but it's easier if you're doing a bigger charm because you can make a bigger bow on it. But with a smaller one, you have to kind of, play with it and do as you go. I think this one's a little too small, so I'm just going to add some clay. Okay, so now I have these 4 little balls. I'm going to put this aside, and I'm just going to use this one later for the center of it. So with the bows, you just want to make a little triangle like that, you know, just put it, squeeze it, and then flatten it like this. Do it again until you have the shape that you want. You kind of want to try and make a little triangle shape. Sorry if you heard my phone, I'm sorry. So you can see right here, like this little triangle shape, and you want to do that to all 4 of your little balls. So you just keep making these little triangles, and I like to put the points of the ends together like that. So that's one bow. We're almost done. And then continue making your triangles out of the clay balls. I'm sorry if I'm out of the screen. And you flatten it. Last one. Now put them together and press. And now here I'm just going to make some little small indents on the bow so it could look more likable, if that makes any sense at all. You don't have to do this step. This is optional, but I like to do it. Okay, now take another little piece of ball of, pink clay, and then make little round balls, and then flatten it out a little bit, and then just place it in the center. And take the other one. And just pick it up. And now you have these 2 little cute bows. Now you can get your skull heads and place the bows on the head. So I'm just going to place them on the sides. You could also use liquid Sculpey or Bake Bond if you'd like to, secure them better to each other, but I'm just going to press on them. They should stay. There you have it. You have 2 little skull heads with bows.